done recording a couple of walkthroughs. Now it's time to do What's Up? I love it when I get her like that. Oh, what is up? What is up? We have been getting ready for the big trip.
Yep.
Just got...
We've been ready for 2 weeks.
My gosh, I tell you what, folks. Let me bring this a little bit closer. We have our first trip of the year. Our big trip. You know, we've done lake trips, but our first big trip of the year is usually like, let's see, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Wow, 7 months since the last time we were on a big trip. That hurts. It's painful.
And you know, there's people that have been like, I haven't been on vacation in 4 years, but
sorry, we're not you.
Wow.
No, we've been slowly getting everything all together, ready for the trip. I mean, honestly, if we were to just go out to the motorhome right now and drive off,
we could do that.
We would
and
be
I think
just
it's
fine.
The cleanest it's been. I mean, I've been getting underneath the lips of things in there, and like, you know, the storage, and
it has been getting a deep cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Even from my mechanical side of things, I've been doing a lot of it. It's been fun actually getting ready for the trip. Like I said at the start of this, we're working through some walkthrough videos from the Dallas RV show that we went through the other day. Probably for the next couple of weeks, that's all that you're going to see is a couple of walkthroughs, because we're going somewhere. I got to change the battery real quick.
boy, you have your toys all over the table.
Yeah, you know, when the lady you're married to watches toddlers all week long.
Toddlers, these are yours.
Okay, battery change, fresh battery. Yeah, we're ready to go, ready to hit the road. So, like I said, we got a lot of walkthroughs that we got to go through and get done. And I mean, not only just record them, then I have to go through and edit them. So busy with that. And I know we were going to put out a What's Up video last week. You gotta
edit out the bad words when you... Just kidding. When you scare me.
Yeah, we were supposed to do a What's Up video last week, and we just got busy. So we ended up not having time to do it, actually. It has been busy at work, busy here, just busy all around, and it's time to cool down and take a little road trip.
Or a big road trip.
So, exciting and scary, I mentioned in a previous video. I had some exciting and scary news. But before I get to that, was there anything else we needed to talk about? Busy? What?
I don't think there's ever anything we need to talk about.
Well, this is so true. Because
I know that's what y'all are all thinking.
Yeah. Got the walkthrough videos. Post that. The computer is building a video that we put together from Roman Nose State Park. It has already been out by the time this comes out. And it's really not a video of Roman Nose State Park. It's a video of us rambling for 20 or 30 minutes.
Because that's what we do.
Yeah, you know. I think we acknowledge that in the video. Anyway, let's carry on here. The exciting, scary news. A couple of weeks ago, my boss and I were talking about our department, our goals for the year in our department, things we wanted to take care of and get done this year. Just I mean, just stuff that we wanted to get done. And then he said something that the last time he said it was in October last year, and I called timeout on it when he said it a couple of days later. But then he said that this time in that little meeting informal meeting that we were having, he said he intends on posting for my job in October.
You got fired?
Tell you what, that's kind of what it felt like. Like, wait a minute, what? And I'm not stopping him. I'm wore out mentally. This job, it's not difficult by any means.
You should make it clear that you told them you want to retire. I think you're kind of leaving that part out. Because you said you're not stopping him.
Well, I made a video. We did a video a few years ago. It said in 4 years I'm retiring. And I've let that... Everybody at work knows that I'm out of here pretty soon. Put it off last year because of, financial reasons. But, I mean, he knows... and he's got to get ready to replace me. I've been doing this job for a long time. And somebody's going to have to replace me and do this job, do the job in my place. And really, when he said he was going to be posting for my job in October, it was just his way of seeing the look on my face to see...
You really going to do this?
Yes, I'm really going to do this. Exciting. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how exciting it is.
Now that you've gotten past the initial...
I'm tired. I'm wore out mentally. Like I said, it's not a taxing job physically, but it is mentally. Not just when I'm at work, but when I'm at home. I'm thinking, because I've got folks that depend on me, that, I manage, and I don't have to manage them. I manage more of what they need to get done, but they count on me to make sure that they keep having things to do on a day-to-day basis. And, I think about stuff that this sounds so much larger than what it actually is, but there are things that me and my crew do that have an impact on everybody's wallet that works up there at the plant. And I'm not saying
just like everybody's work as far as the safety, how many days you go by is similar.
Yeah.
Except it's all on you, or that part is on you.
Yeah, our function, my department, and for my crew is to sort through all the junk that gets made and pick out the good stuff, and that good stuff, that we can sell. So it does impact everybody's wallet up there at work. And it's just a lot. There's pressure to it. I don't want to overplay the amount of pressure. There is pressure to it. And it takes a lot of thinking, and it takes a lot of my brain power. There's just things that
He's got a small brain.
I've got to unwind when I get home, and then by the time I'm unwound and ready to carry on, well, it's time to go to bed because I need to be at work in the morning. It is nothing for me to put in a 70-hour week. I mean, that's just, one of the guys I work with, he laughs because he does close to the same hours I do. Probably often he does more hours than I do, but he laughs at people. It's been a long 40-hour week, and he's like, yeah, well, that's Wednesday afternoon. I mean, that's and it's been like that for 10 years. Probably even more so in the last 5 years. It has just gotten worse in the last 5 years of the amount of work I've needed to put in just to make sure that get the job done. I can't go half strength. I can't. I've tried to dial it back and say, you know what, I'm just going to coast because I can. I've got enough time at that place and built up enough trust in the guys that I work for where I could coast. But I can't do it. I'm not programmed that way. I've got to go all out and get the work done.
And you've got some pretty awesome bosses and stuff
I do.
too.
The guy I work for is awesome, and he's like almost half my age. My kids are older than he is, but he's awesome to work for. A very good guy. But yeah, so that part of it, I get to take care of stuff around the house, take care of the yard, take care of this cute little girl. You know, just all sorts of stuff that all of a sudden it opens up that a lot of people get to do on the weekends or in the afternoons when they get home that I just haven't been able to do. That's the exciting part of it. The scary part of it is got nobody giving me a paycheck every 2 weeks. I mean, I look at the numbers and we're ready for it. You know, it's all good, but I mean, come on, for most of our adult lives, 2 and 2 has always added up to 2.75. Mm-hmm. For some reason, that's just the way it's worked for us. So it is scary. So I heard somebody the other day talking about you're not retiring. You don't need to be retiring from something. You need to be retiring to something. And it's kind of a mental approach to not falling into boredom and then, fading away, for lack of a better way of putting it. So
we're campers. We can't fall into boredom.
Yeah. But you guys known me long enough. You've been watching this. I don't push. I don't sell stuff. I'm just, that's not me. I couldn't sell a Goo Goo cluster to a third grader stranded on a school bus in the middle of the desert. I'm not a salesman, but so that's not what I'm doing. It's what I'm saying for this next part of it, because what I am retiring to is something I started over 10 years ago. I am a writer, and I don't know that I have ever said that on this.
I don't think you have.
On this channel. I've written 2 books and multiple short stories. I have a 3rd book that I have not been able to finish because of...
And it's a series.
Yes, it's the 3rd book of this series. It's the last one of this series, which, if I can't finish it, is very detrimental to the sales of all the other books. Which, I mean, they're not, I haven't sold enough to make a living off of them, but I am investing in that now. I mean, when I retire, that is what I'm retiring to. I will full bore go back into writing, and I believe in the guy that wrote those 2 books, and I really believe that is going to help any shortcomings.
Well, you've told me the ending of this, and
so
I cried. So
it's scary, but I'm to the point in my career where I've got to do something. I can't continue doing what I'm doing right now. It's not sustainable. So, with all that, the other exciting part of it is, before I retire, we have got to buy a new motorhome. We have to. We can't go into retirement with this old 6-year-old ancient motorhome. We got to go buy a new motorhome. And one of the ones we've been looking at here recently is the Winnebago Adventurer 35F, as in 35 Fun. It's actually a very familiar floor plan plan for us because it's a lot like what we have right now.
It's really nice, except the refrigerator. I have some very big issues about the refrigerator. Very, very big issues about the refrigerator.
It looks so tiny.
So that and the Tiffin models, of course, is what we're looking at. It's got to happen before retirement. I mean, and when I say he's posting for my job in October, this means probably this time next year is when I'll be retiring. So I've got a good solid year, before I pull the plug, but it's going to happen. But we're going to get that motorhome before I pull the plug. So that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
There was more.
And scary.
Exciting, scary, yeah, all good. We're going to be once retirement hits, it's not going to be instant travel, although I will say we will probably be going to Disney World again next year, and it's going to be, if the timing is correct, we're going to drag our feet about coming home. It may be a month or two before we get home.
I mean, if there is a Disney World next year, if the governor of Florida has anything to do with it, there won't be.
If DeSantis has anything to do with it, it's going to be DeSantis World. Rhonda Santis World. But we will be fixing up the house. We're going to spend some time prepping this house, getting it ready to sell. We keep going back and forth, and trust me, folks, we're going to go back and forth on it even more so in the next 12 months or more. Part of us is like, we need to sell this place. It's paid for. We paid for it years and years ago. Big part of us is we need to sell this place. We look around the neighborhood, we look around at the city that we live in. The city is bursting at the seams. We moved out here because it was a quiet town, not so much anymore. You're starting to hear the sirens more often than.
We also moved out here for the schools, and
the schools.
We have no kids.
Yeah, we don't have kids now.
Well, we do have kids, but they're not going to school.
It's we moved out here in 1992, so we've been here for a bit. It's been a minute. So we're going to fix it up and most likely sell the place. That's another scary, exciting adventure. I mean, we've got a lot of years invested in this house. So, there's some memories locked up in here. We got to pack those memories up too. And so, but we've got a couple of girls in our lives that they want us to live on their property when we're in town. So one of them might even let us build like a pole barn out there so that we can.
I think both of them.
Yeah. So anyway, that is where we're at. That's the exciting. That's the scary news. It's going to be different. And I think the different is starting today, because it's really kind of sinking in that we got to get stuff taken care of. So
it is scary and exciting.
Nothing else, she can work. I'll sit at the house and play in the garden or something.
Hey, I go take pictures of people's pets. I don't mind doing that.
That is what's up. Guess we'll see you down the trail. Oh, wait a minute. Where are we going?
Disney World.
Oh, yeah. I know. We went last year. But all that work, I get compensated well. I can't.
Good job.
I can't talk bad about the compensation, okay? And all that work last year paid off in a substantial bonus in January that we just couldn't resist. I mean, we're kids. When we get that much money, we got to do something fun with it.
Well, and our priorities, honestly, are really screwed up.
They are.
We need our kitchen Some of the cabinets doors are missing in the kitchen.
And have been for
but when years. But when we die, and when the memories.
Yep.
Or are we going to be like, oh, remember when we got those new cabinet doors?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to remember when I got those new cabinet doors, except for that now they're going to be tied to retirement.
So we won't regret not getting the cabinet doors when we're on our deathbed, but
yep.
we would regret not getting out and making memories.
Yep, that is so true, so very true, and I don't recommend it for everybody, but for us, 35 years. We're just like, we're a few days away from 35 years of being married.
We're still newlyweds.
We have been together for almost twice as long as we lived with our parents.
And that's not even counting how long we knew each other before that.
Yeah, that's something to think about. Anyway, we could ramble on for another 19 minutes. Wow. Golly, guys. Sorry. We'll catch y'all down the trail.